Who snitched in this case, though? You know, I'm just asking. I really, did they say who's telling us that?
Everybody's telling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There are
listen,
different pieces though that
I can't say nobody's snitching, but people are going in, they're walking out soon as they get in. I can't throw away my brain. I can't throw away my brain. Yeah.
I'm good for all the trolling. That's cool, but Rachel Nichols is foul.
What did Rachel Nichols do good?
She used my video and she actually wrote that I possibly snitched. I'm gonna troll with the best of them, but to ask that question, then it makes me really want to, like, first of all, two of them is gambling on NBA. One is throwing poker games and robbing his friends. Ain't got to do with me. I'm gonna tell on this. Wow, I'm just
I'm a human being.
Alright, cool. So, man, I done seen a couple of videos today. I seen the Cam and Mace video had me rolling, bro. Where Mace was like, people going in, they coming out the next day. A couple months later, everybody getting locked up. The man ain't trying to say nobody to snitching, but, you know, you can't expect him to turn his brain off. You can't expect him to not understand that this how stuff normally go down. You catch somebody, you let them know we don't want you. You ain't really the big fish, but either you gonna flip, you gonna let us know what's going on outside this case, or you gonna hang tight for a little piece. And when that person don't want to hang tight, normally they say, "Oh man, you know, y'all don't want me anyway." Yeah, these guys is way bigger than Nino Brown. It's way bigger than Nino Brown. And then bro tried to get in front of it, and all this is alleged, but this is what people do when they think they smart. And it ain't that they real smart. It's the fact that they think everybody else is stupid. They try to get in front of it. They try to do an 8 Mile. You know, the oldest trick in the book, what Eminem did on 8 Mile when he dissed himself first before the guy he was freestyling against can diss him. Said all the faults about, I'm from the trailer park and all this goofy stuff and blah, blah, blah. You know, let me get in front of it. It's called damage control. Oldest trick in the book. And most people, you know, can't put two thoughts together without somebody explaining to them or holding their hand, thinking their way through it. This is why when you watch sports, they think people who watch sports is dumb as hell. That's why they always throwing stats at you. The stats are there to tell you that, hey man, this guy is better than this other guy because this guy got the stats. You don't know if them stats real. You don't know if them stats legit. You don't know this is what you do know though. This is what you do know. You know all them games is fixed. You know this thing bigger than Kevin Garnett, who the new name. You know, they don't do K. That's why I'm speaking on it now. Like it's getting crazy now. You know, Damon Jones, I like, okay. Small fish. It's like if you ever been in the streets, you know, they gonna make the small fish look bigger than what the small fish actually is. So the big fish can continue to hide in the background. So they'll bust the small birds. So the big eagles can keep soaring. So you had names like Damon Jones and names like Terry Rozier. Those are the type of names you expect to get thrown under the bus. Then you start hearing names like Chauncey Billups. You raise your eyebrows a little bit. You're like, hold up now, somebody talking. Then you hear names like Kevin Garnett. You're like, oh, somebody talking. Yeah, somebody talking now, man. Somebody talking. And, you know, hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. But, you know, this is why I tell people, you be a damn fool to bet on these sports games, man. You be a damn fool. They really destroyed sports when they bought it was already bad even when Jordan was playing. But when they bought in that over and under, when you could start betting on how many points somebody gonna score and how many and all this dumb stuff there, and then the players and everybody knew what the spreads was on themselves before the games even played. Like what they need to do, they need to make all that stuff private to after the game. But how can you do that? Because you got to give people a chance to bet. So all this stuff is out in the open. So you's a damn dummy if you sit online and you argue about people greatness just based off of stats. You're a damn dummy. You got to go off the eye test. Got to go off the eye test. Like, we're not even going to talk about what Wemby did on that first game. 40 points, 15 rebounds. I don't give a damn about none of that. It's the eye test. The way he was able to score those points. That's a testament to his talent, not the points. Not the points. Anybody can score 40 points if they're in a system that's good enough to let them throw it. They can score 40 points just jacking three-pointers up on the sidelines all goddamn day. And, you know, if the coach give them enough opportunities, they might make that 40 if they good enough with the shot. But when your 40 is making other people look like kids, then, yeah, your 40 get a little bit more respect put on it. So that's how I do it. I do it off the eye test. But even Wemby, how great Wemby is, man, Wemby can get put on notice that, hey, man, this game here, you can't get 30. This game here, you can't get 20. This game here, we're going to need you to file out. Even Wemby, man, these boys, it's big money. You got to be a damn dumb if you're surprised that gambling going on in professional sports. They can't even hide it. It's obvious. They can't even hide it with these little cheap-ass calls these referees be calling, man. They can't even hide it. So that's nothing. What everybody is really jigging on was Gilbert Arenas snitch. And the answer to that is yes and no, allegedly. Allegedly. If he did, you know, they just using him as justification to go after these people. If he did. But they didn't need him to know that these things is going on. They already in them arenas. They already, no pun intended, they already know who the players is in the game. But it's all theatrical. They got to set this play up so they can let this play out. So if he is the snitching, you know, he's just a pawn in the game of people who are trying to use stories to distract people from other things and people who trying to do whatever. It's some files that they ain't gonna never put out, but they're arresting all these black basketball players and these mob families, and they ain't even showing the mob families. And a lot of people is looking at the black basketball players like they stupid for doing that. I mean, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand how deep that rabbit hole go when you start getting that money, when you get on TV. Y'all don't understand, bro. Some of them folks could be doing that against their own real. Y'all talking about why would he do this for a couple thousands of dollars? I mean, y'all don't know how deep that rabbit hole go. Y'all talking about people who got some real money and some real power. They give you a call and tell you, hey, man, you can't score no more points tonight. And guess what your ass gonna do? You're not gonna score no more points. It's that simple. It's that simple. Because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game on the court, and it's a numbers game off the court. It's a numbers game on the court, and it's a numbers game off the court. Don't let that go over your head. And I ain't even talking about gambling right now. It's deeper. It's multiple layers to all this stuff. So I ain't surprised that it's happening how it's happening. I'm surprised that they called out Chauncey Billups. I'm also surprised that it looked like they finna call out Kevin Garnett. Like I say, man, if you watch movies, like even Scarface tried to tell you, like when dude was shaking Scarface down, he was like, man, give us a little bust every now and then. You got to give us something. You got to give us the new cats trying to, shut up shop. You got to give us something so it can look like we doing our job out here. And that's what the feds is doing right now. They had somebody give them something, and then they let whoever gave them something go. And then now they going after what somebody gave them, allegedly, because, you know, at the end of the day, these folks still got to look like they doing their job. They still got to make busts. They still got to do this. They still got to do that. They got to make it look like they doing their job. They got to lie to you and make it sound fly to you sometimes. So, I mean, that's that right there on that.